Welcome back, everybody. I hope you enjoyed your quick refreshments. We're just going to finish up these last couple of slides and then we'll be at the end of our meeting here. As I was mentioning, we're going to be executing and evaluating through the E phase of the FADE model. And finally, we're going to be using the data to help create these outcome goals. Because as it's wonderful that we can assess and monitor and measure everything, the whole final out product is going to be trying to get control of diabetes for our patients so they do have a healthier lifestyle and longer lives as well. Part of what we're going to be doing is looking at these goals, some of which we've already accomplished through doing the registry, such as structural goals. We created the registry, make sure all the elements of care are accurately reflected in there, and that the data has been collected the way that we anticipated to. There's also the process goals that we've already talked about, making sure that everyone knows what their roles are and making sure that they can recommend the care changes that need to be done, as well as then documenting into those registry spaces as indicated. But ultimately, it's about the outcome. We do, of course, want to meet our performance guarantees, and thus, for this particular year, we want the microalbumin to be accurately reflected, that we are testing that on a yearly basis for everyone with diabetes. But in the end, we also want to be able to easily pull up that we're closing our gaps, and that our diabetes patients are following the guidelines put forth by the ADA. And of course, after that, we will hopefully do more in-depth analysis to see if by doing all these gap closures and following all the guidelines, are we actually improving the care and the lifestyle of our patients with diabetes. Things that we can use with the information we've talked about looking ahead. Once the registry is in place, as I mentioned before, those performance guarantees will be easily reached and assessed. We'll have data to pull from. We'll be able to see where our problems rely on, and then continue to move from there. We'll be able to use our office visits more efficiently for diabetes. We'll know exactly where we need to be recommending certain lab tests and preventative care. And again, ideally, this translates into better care. We have already discussed the use of a care manager at our clinic, and this would be an ideal role to be working the registry, where they can go through our patients on a regular basis and see where things might be missed. This might be an opportunity to see where we could offer more vaccines at the clinic instead of having to refer out for vaccines such as pneumococcal. It might even be beneficial to bring in an eye doctor or perhaps even a foot doctor to the clinic and allow those referrals to be more in-house instead of having to refer out for those type of programs. We also already do have multiple diabetes programs that our health coaches put on. And then there is looking to push out the self-management tool, and ideally with putting more of the care into the patient's hands, we can see their lifestyle changes as well. Finally, we need your help with all of this. At the clinic, we plan on pushing this forward, but the infrastructure does need to be a balance. We need to have the support from our corporate offices as well as their IT and data management departments. And we need your support from the clients to make sure that your employees are willing to allow us to take care of them the way that we need to. We also need to make sure that all members of our clinic team are aware of their roles and understand why we are doing what we are doing. We do plan to regularly evaluate this plan and ideally change it if things are not working the way we anticipate or if it does lead us in a different direction. So that would be the end of our program. If anybody has any questions, I'm willing to take them now. Otherwise, thank you very much for your time.